Good evening. It is hot and muggy like a wet, soggy blanket.
A little bit.
Even at this hour,
Yeah.
it's like pretty late. Um, I had like a smack in the face moment, like a
What a smack.
and what a smack. And it was that we had to keep on stopping. And yeah, it's muggy out here, and let's call it what it is. We're overweight and we're old. Bottom line.
Yeah.
So throughout the video, I had to keep on shutting it off, and we had to stop and go in the house and sit in the air for a bit. Which, I mean, it's been a lot hotter than it has today. The chicken coop was a hard one on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It usually takes me like 10 minutes at the most to clean it. I got overheated and told Cher when we were done with it that I need to go into the AC and sit for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't like feeling like that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's it.
I wholeheartedly agreed with him, which got my mind spinning because usually I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I realize now that we're totally out of shape. Scary out of shape. Which, if something ever really happened where we needed stamina to keep on going, I think both of us would be up Schitt's Creek. And we've been sedentary way too long. I mean, you know, I think sedentary as far as working until like everything hurts on you.
Right.
And it shouldn't hurt on you.
And then it takes a longer recovery period instead of working and to the point of where you know you're at your limit. Doesn't mean you have to stop for the day. You're at your limit and then taking a break like we did today and then going back to it. And once again, which Cher has started to realize, because I know how she is, and that there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, we completed certain things. You don't have to have everything done in one day. All right. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. She likes to push and work, but she couldn't have done that today even if she wanted to.
No, and that's what woke me up. You know, I've noticed that my body has become very weaker.
Right.
And I think it's my own doing. I'm saying it's my own doing. I let myself stay in the bedroom. I mean, granted, I was in that car accident.
Right.
That was a hell of an ordeal. I'm still going through it. My arm is still, right now it's tingling and stuff like that. But instead of taking the rein and saying, you know what, work on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I made myself comfortable, and I made myself too reliable on just making myself comfortable.
But at that time, you needed that. All right. If you seen what happened when you kept trying to push when your arm was still bad. All right. You needed the recovery. I know I didn't get everything done that you wanted to get done, and I know you get unsettled when things are out of sort. I get it.
Yeah, my anxiety gets to be off the charts when things are not clean around me. And yeah, I do experience a lot of anxiety like that.
Right.
With that being said, I had a big awakening. Sherry, you're overweight. You're losing power. You're losing your muscles. And what do they say? If you don't use it, you lose it. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not. So I did make little steps, and I was speaking to Joe about it the other night, right? It was the other night. I started doing little things, which anything is better than nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like anything, any kind of movement is better than nothing. So what I did start doing is before I got up in the morning, because it seems like when I sleep in one position and I don't move.
That's it.
Evidently, right? and I don't move. So when I go to move in the morning, it's like, aha, what? No. Like, it's like I'm stiff as a board. So what I did start doing, and it's very, very little before I moved around in a bed to get up, and I used to jump up and run and just like be gung-ho as soon as I got up. I found out now that I can't do it, and it scares the hell out of me. So what I do is when I get up in the morning, before I even get out of bed, I start at my neck and I stretch my neck out. And basically, I go from my neck to my shoulders, where I'm tightening my muscles and holding them and then releasing them. And I literally go from head to toe, which I was doing that for, I guess, about a week. And I says, okay, you know what? At least you're going in the right direction, Cher. Then what I did was, after doing the stretches, or getting the muscles to say, hey, wake up, I would sit on the side of my bed. I would repeat it on the side of my bed with my feet on the ground. And I did that for a little bit, maybe not quite a week. And then I incorporated the rubber bands. You can get them at Walgreens, anywhere, Walmart, for a couple dollars.
Right.
And what I did was I started incorporating the rubber bands, where I would just, work on my upper part of my body and work and work and work, doing stretches. And I can't do it there, I'll hit you in the face, but and getting my upper body, the muscles moving. It may sound like a small thing to do, but at least I started.
Right.
And that's what I started to convey to him, that I have to take baby steps, and it would be beneficial for him also. His back is really bad. It'll be beneficial for him to take baby steps also. And it's not like you're making it a job, because if you're saying, oh, I got to do it, you're never going to complete it. You're never going to stick with it. The way that I do it is I'll do it until I'm saying, oh, ooh, okay. And then I stop. It's not a big thing. And then I found that as I'm doing this little by little, it's easier to get up in the morning, and I'm not bouncing off walls to go to the bathroom. And even like when I'm in the bathroom doing my morning routine, I'll still be stretching and stretching in the shower, because the hot water is hitting on me. I do a lot of stretching. So it's just little things that I feel that I'm doing to improve myself. I am feeling a little bit better.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know if you've noticed, I've been doing a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean,
of course,
sweeping the floors and mopping and putting.
Not to her standard, but we actually got quite a bit done this weekend.
Yes, we did.
I
I got bit all over my legs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just-
But yes, I mean, we accomplished. I mean, maybe not to certain people's standards, but we accomplished, and that's what you set out to do.
we did accomplish it. Little things. We put finally we put the book rack together.
Oh,
Yeah. That should have been a video by itself, but that thing was horrendous. But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
We did put the TV stand, which is very big and very beautiful.
well, you did that one.
Oh, well, you helped.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and things like that calm me because I see that things are getting pretty
Right.
around here.
Right.
And I want things empty and pretty. You know what I mean? Like empty and pretty. I like. Yeah, that's what I want. And our next venture. Well, we were out in the garden, as you can tell with the video, which is actually funny because the cayenne that I pulled out was like, whoa, that's a big cayenne.
We got string beans growing with the tomatoes. We got cayenne growing with the corn.
I don't get it. And let me tell you something. I arranged everything, and I'm pretty anal about that. I arranged everything. All the bush beans went together.
Yep.
They must have mislabeled something because we had runners, and they went through the corn, and they went through my plum tomatoes, which that's for my sauce. Don't mess with my sauce tomatoes. Which they went wild. I'm like, I cannot tame tomatoes no matter what.
And then you thought you had a sunflower.
I think it was a
growing in.
sunflower.
I don't know how it got in there.
I think maybe a bird. I was looking at the bigger sunflowers that you had planted.
Right.
I honestly think it was a sunflower, and I pulled it out. I should have left
You
it.
think a bird grabbed the seed?
I think a bird grabbed the seed, or maybe I dropped one on the way out the door, and it ended up in the corn patch. I did cut down, like I'm sure that I said it before. I cut down all the cucumbers.
Yeah.
We don't need them. And still I found cucumbers. We don't need them.
You got a couple of eggplants.
Oh, a couple eggplants, yeah.
Where'd they come from? Did you plant them?
I did. I had one eggplant plant left. I said, you know what? Let me put it in with the corn. Who knows? Let's just see what happens. I didn't want to throw it away, and
Right.
I don't like where we got the eggplant from because I did start some on my own, but the cats decided to eat it before we got it even out the door.
Well, it sucked. What was it? The year before last, we got from there, and nothing.
Yeah, I'm not going to name the name of the nursery, but I will never. And I said it last year, and I went and did it this year. Because my eggplant, I love eggplant. I could just bread it and fry it, which I don't normally fry. I don't eat fried foods. But some eggplant, oh my Lord.
Well, we watch, like they do and other people do, we watch other homestead videos. And they're making a lot of sense. Like 2 or 3 of them said, why plant a lot of different
Things that you're...
vegetables
Right.
if you don't normally eat them?
Right.
So instead of, for example, planting 12 tomatoes and 12 cucumbers,
Right.
plant 24 tomatoes if you don't eat cucumbers.
Which made sense to me.
Of course it does. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it made sense to me. And I'm like, you know what? What am I doing? Now, tomatoes?
Forget it.
Forget it.
Oh, God.
I mean, they are the ultimate. I got these tomatoes. They're Italian tomatoes. They're about yo big. I don't know what they are. They're about that big. They're not a grape tomato. but they're bigger than.
Plum tomato.
No, they're not a plum tomato. It's like a cocktail tomato. It begins with a C. I don't know. I bought them in the store one time, and they were like $5-6 for a little container, and they were good. They weren't. They were sweet, but not as sweet. So I said, let me see. So I saved out a couple of nice bigger ones, and I saved the seeds. We planted them last year. They were okay. So I saved the seeds again. I said, let me try it again this year. Well, I planted them again this year, and they are the sweetest.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my Lord, they are the sweetest.
I'd put them right up there with Jersey tomatoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they are, because I grew them, and then we're in Jersey.
Ah.
They were so sweet. I said the other night I had tomato sandwich because I can't stand pasta, and we had pasta.
She's got 500 gallons of pasta sauce. Figure that one.
Well,
I'm just teasing you,
Well-
darling.
you guys eat pasta.
Yeah, we do.
I don't like spaghetti with sauce or any kind of noodles with just sauce. I'll eat the heck out of some lasagna
Right.
or some big ziti or some bolognese. Like I'll eat that. So I can't say I don't like pasta. I just don't like pasta and sauce. So anyway, I forgot where I was going. So I had a tomato sandwich. And I said, oh my Lord, these things are the sweetest things ever. Oh my goodness. I tried to get him to eat it. Yeah, that's okay. I'm like, well, you didn't say it that way. He didn't say it. He's like, no, I got my spaghetti. I'm like, taste it. Just taste it. No, he wouldn't taste it. So I think it was the second night, right? Second night. I'm not going to throw away food. I keep my food 3 days in the refrigerator. After 3 days, it goes to the chickens. So now we're on the second day of the pasta. I looked at him. I said, I forgot to take something out for supper. I says, you want to eat the pasta? And I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll eat it. I'll pour something on it and eat it. Like make it spicy or something. He's like, nah, I'm not feeling pasta. I'm like, yes. So I had a bunch of tomatoes I had picked off the vine. Like I said, the little ones that begin with a C. I forgot what the name is. So I said, you want tomato sandwiches? And he's like, yeah, okay. So I said to Tristan, I said, you want some tomato sandwiches? He says, I ain't never had those. And I didn't realize that I never made that boy a tomato sandwich. He had a banana sandwich with mayonnaise. And Gavin loves banana sandwiches. Oh, Lord, that boy. From the time he was little, I used to make him banana sandwiches with mayonnaise.
Right.
To this day, he still eats banana sandwiches with mayonnaise. So anyway, and this is a horrible thing to say, all of us had 2 tomato sandwiches each. So it took every bit of tomatoes that were ripe. And I'm cutting and I'm cutting and I'm cutting and I'm just lining them up and lining them up. But it took every tomato that I had that's ripe.
Right.
And we just tore those. They were so sweet.
Well, here's the cool thing. She goes, because Tris never had them before. And he was like, nah. And then he bit into them. He's like, oh my God. And Cher's like in the middle of Megan, we ran out of tomatoes. She goes, I guarantee he's going to want another one. Now I'm going to have to go out and pick more. And I'm like, how cool is that you can say that if you need more, you can go out and pick it. You don't have to worry about running to the store, getting this chemical-covered crap. All right, you just go out and pick it.
Yeah, and you said that to me, and I was like, I put the biggest smile on her face. I said, that's why we do what we do.
Right.
And yeah, it made me feel good that he could say that and acknowledge that. That's what we do. But so anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm not gonna say I'm making this a regiment, because I'm not gonna say it. It's just something that I'm going to continue to do.
Right.
And I'm going to increase my exercise as I can, and change my eating habits. With my anxiety, I can't eat during the day, which I don't, but I fill up on coffee. You don't do that when you have anxiety, stupid. I am so stupid. You don't do that. Because by the evening time, I'm so wired, and you just don't do that. So that's little by little, I'm going to make the eating habits change, and hopefully the panic attacks will subside somewhat by changing for better. I don't eat bad. I don't fry foods. I eat with a lot of spices, a lot of garlic and ginger. It's not that I eat bad.
Right.
We do drink soda.
Mm-hmm.
We do drink soda. And I found that I'm gravitating more towards soda instead of water.
Right.
Which is going to stop. We do have a little cheat drawer, which it's hard. It's going to be hard to get rid of that. But like I said, one step at a time. And I think that it'll make a big difference as far as energy.
Sure.
Energy wise, and losing weight. Oh my God. We had taken some pictures. Now, I am a picture taker. Like, everybody's like, that's all she does is snap camera, pictures. Do you know, I can't remember the last time I took a picture of myself. And I know why. Because I'm way too overweight. And I'm not happy with the way I look and the way I feel.
Right.
So I have main goals that I have to adhere to. I'm not going to drive myself crazy. I'm not going to make it a job. I'm not going to make it unhappy for me.
Right.
I want to rein in my the way that I consume coffee. Just stop the soda. Changes, and start making more of my drinks that I always drank before, the Haymaker's Punch,
right.
and stop with the sugar. The sugar is the worst.
Sure it is.
I mean, I'm a sugarholic. I always have been, and that's going to be the hardest. That's going to be like right up there with oh my God level. Like, oh, what? You want me to do what? But I have to get this weight off me. I'm not comfortable. I'm not happy with myself. And when I'm not happy with myself and I'm not comfortable in my own clothing, that brings my anxiety level up. It's right up there with if I don't have a clean environment around me. I get very stressed, and it all has to change. Right from the front door to the back door to my head to my toes. I'm going to work on it. It's going to take a while. Thank God we have the rest of the summer.
You'll get there.
We'll get there. I mean, I said to him the other day, I said, I can't find my bathing suit. We're going to be going on a camping trip. And then I said to him, you know what? Good thing that I did order 2 new bathing suits. Mind you, probably 3 or 4 sizes bigger than what I was wearing last year.
Right.
My bathing suit, even if I did find it, wouldn't fit me. So I'm kind of glad that I did, and they're pretty. They are pretty. So when I get to my weight that I want to get at, I'll give them to somebody. I'll donate them to somebody.
There you go.
But and then hopefully that'll bring down my level of anxiety. I'm hoping, because when I feel good about myself, I'm not stuck up, which most people do call me stuck up, but I'm not stuck up. I just enjoy who I am. And this right here, oh, does that bother me? I tell them all the time, I'm making an appointment with a surgeon. That's it. And I'm like, no, dumbass, you just got to lose weight. Like, like when I talk to him, I try to stick my head out like a turkey so it's not there.
That's why I got this.
Well, I can't. Yeah, no, that would be kind of weird, wouldn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah, so. And, I like who I am. And I think that I'm pretty. I really do. And I'm not being conceited, but Mama had a beautiful girl.
There you go.
You know what I mean? I like to dress good. I like to do my hair.
Right.
I don't even put on makeup right now. I don't like who I am right now. I want to find me again. And that pretty girl that used to look back at me in the mirror. Or pretty lady, I should say. That used to look back at me in the mirror. I don't even look in the mirror no more. I don't. I see the stress on my face. I see the roundness of my face. And it just causes me anxiety. So I stopped looking in the mirror. And I want to look in the mirror and look back at the person that I am now. Not younger, because I'll never go young again. You'll never turn back time. If I could turn back time. No. I just want to know who I am again. Not this heavy, overweight, out of shape, can't breathe, can't move woman that I've become. And I know I'm running off at the lift, but yeah, do you get where I'm coming from and how do I feel?
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that you, since he met me, and I didn't realize this until he brought it up a couple weeks ago. But when he first met me, he was in a size, what was it?
30.
What?
30.
Not 30. No, you were not.
Oh, excuse me, 36.
36 or 36?
Yeah, stop trying to take all the blame off yourself. I gained like almost 60 pounds.
Yeah, he gained almost 60 pounds. I don't know what to say. How do you feel?
Like shit.
That's more way of saying it.
That's the way I said it. That's the way I feel. I can't sugarcoat it.
No, yes, you can't. And you didn't.
I'm sorry. I said I feel like poo-poo.
No, you feel like shit, and I feel like shit too.
There you go.
I just don't want to look like shit.
No.
So shit with that.
Right.
The shit's gonna change. You know?
Yep.
So, don't you feel that we should really, take moves, even if it's on your own, you know what I mean?
Even if it's on my own?
Yeah, on your own as far as doing it yourself. And like I did. I got up one morning, I said, that's it. I'm doing this. And I didn't even speak to you until like a week later what I was doing.
Right.
So, I don't know. And not to mention, he does move around a lot more than I do, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. He drives. He drives, so he's sitting. When he comes home, he'll come out, he'll go out, and he'll do the chickens and the rabbits, and then we're sitting. So I would say 75% of the time we're sitting, I would say, right?
Well, it depends on what's going on that day.
Right. Can you get up for a second?
Sure.
Like real fast?
I'm trying.
No, like a little bit faster. I gotta go pee.
Okay.
Go ahead and sit and talk.
Really?
Yeah, talk. Because I gotta go pee. I drank too much water.
I don't know. She left me here. This ain't my forte. I usually just fill in blanks for her sometimes. But I get what she's saying. I used to be in pretty good shape when I was younger, like a lot of people. And then as you get older, things get let go. Do I wish I were in better shape? Of course I do. But just things happen, and then you just start getting to a point where you're like, which you shouldn't, but you do. And I'm glad she's taking the initiative. She deserves to be happy. And so hopefully I'll get to the point of I can start getting myself back in shape. But who knows? Don't know unless it happens, But and I'm sure there's a lot of people that would love to be in as best shape as they can, and just can't get the motivation to get there. And it sucks. Like I told you, in my head, it like doing stuff around here. I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and then when I get back from doing my job, it's like I want to do it, but I just can't get myself motivated enough to do it, and that's what really sucks. But hopefully we'll get there. Feel lighter?
Oh, so much.
Shut up.
I'm back. Oh my Lord. I'm telling you, I drank like 2 big things of water, and I hit a blue. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to make it. I'm really not going to make it. It never fails. Every time you're like, you get right to that bathroom, and it's like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make it. But I made it. I did.
That's good news.
I did. So better than pissing in my shoe. So,
we won't go there.
it's an ongoing joke with us. So, but anyway, yeah, that's the goal. And you know what? Everybody should be doing this. As you get older, don't lose it, because it's sure to hell hard to get back. I'm working as hard as I can to get back to where I was. And I would encourage all of you to do some kind of workout. You know what I mean? If you can't walk around, God forbid, I'm sorry about that, but if you can't walk around, do it from your chair. There's chair yoga. There's all kinds of exercises that you can do. I know when my mom, she was in a wheelchair after she had several strokes. I got her these little stationary bicycle, just the pedals, and I used to have her pedal on the pedals.
Right.
And it got to the point where her legs were getting stronger. So I seen that it does work. It took her, and I says, Mom, don't push yourself. Don't, because she was a pusher like I was. Like, go, 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 go. You think I'm bad? You should have seen Mama. Good Lord, have mercy. She'd set a fire under your ass if you didn't move when she said so. Yeah, but so yeah, I mean, if you can't do it standing, do it sitting. They're only a couple bucks to get one of those stationary pedals, and some even have tensions on it for different, like they have on a regular bike.
Right.
But anything nowadays, and I'm telling you, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if we're going to have to, I can't say run. Yeah. You don't know if you're going to have to run away from something, and if you're out of shape, you ain't running nowhere. Mentally, you're not going to be in any kind of shape. I started doing mental puzzles right on my phone, and they have ones that you can earn Amazon gift cards. So while I'm sharpening my mind, I am earning gift cards.
Right.
If I keep it up by Christmas, I ain't gonna have to spend a dime. You know how I was when I found it before, right?
Yep.
So when I'm doing something, or even in my rocking chair, I'll rock, and I'll make it sure that my legs are moving, not just rocking. I rock from heel to toe, heel to toe. While I'm doing that, I'm playing my game. So I don't even know how many times I'm doing it. All I know is my thighs and my calves hurt afterwards. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody needs to get in shape. Lose weight if you need to lose weight. If not, it doesn't kill anybody to work your muscles. And that's pretty much what I have to say. That's all I got to say about that. And it'll help you live a lot longer.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you have anything to add?
You about hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, okay. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you heed the words that I said, and maybe I'll even show you some of the routines in upcoming videos.
There you go.
And the little things that I'm doing, changing my meals, especially now, summertime's here. Oh, tomatoes and all the fresh vegetables, so good for you. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll try to make more videos and bring you along little by little.
Yeah.
And maybe we can be inspired together. Write in the comments. Let me know what you guys are doing. And please, like, subscribe, and share the videos. We're doing it's a slow go with this.
Right.
The videos are getting out there, and I know that we're not that bad. So, please. And, yeah, I will start making videos where I'm doing little by little, and maybe you can join with me, and maybe we'll all have a success story to tell and share. Please, if you have any comments, if you have anything that you think that I should be doing, as far as diet, breaking the, oh, here comes thunder, breaking the sugar habit, let me know. Yeah, we got to get out of here because it's going to come down. Please be safe. Watch your surroundings out there. Get motivated and get moving. With that, we're going to get moving because I don't want to get stuck in this storm. Have a good night. Talk to you later.
Good night.